Fight Fiend Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host, and I'm back for the full card prediction show. But here's the catch. There's no tail of the tape content made up. My custom content is not ready to go. It's 11 o'clock Wednesday night. I gotta be wicked fast. This fight card is in Abu Dhabi. 13 fights to predict. Might not be able to predict them all. You might be upset, but I'll give you the locks. I'll give you the dog of the week. You can become a platinum forecaster and see every fight prediction, confidence level, all the bets, the line movement tracker, and it's all for $5 a month. It's been a busy week. I don't have time to go through each and every fight. If you're waiting for my predictions, I'm sorry. It happens. It's $5 a month if you want the picks. I can give you a couple quick. Right now, Cedric Dumas, Dennis Tululian, first fight of the night. 9-2, Cedric Dumas is the younger fighter. He beat Abu Azayatar Cody Brundage by unanimous decision. I can see the same thing happening here, but Dennis Tululian lost his last three. He's 11-9. He is the older fighter. He's probably due for a retirement. He's training with Rinya Fakhretdinov, though. He could get the knockout. He could be a barking dog. I doubt it, though. I'm going Cedric Dumas. Medium confidence. I'll respect Dennis Tululian. Dennis the Menace. He could show up, get the knockout, but he's 11-9. He lost his last three by finish. Yeah, I don't think he's winning. I think he's retiring. Rinya Fakhretdinov probably not helping him out too fucking much. Alright? Cedric Dumas, low to medium confidence. Probably 69% on that pick. He's pretty green. He's 9-2. Abu Azayatar, Cody Brundage. Pretty good wins, in my opinion. I'll pick him to win. Next fight I'll give you here. Muhammad Yaha and Kai Fernandez. 4-1 favorites against a guy from Abu Dhabi, Muhammad Yaha. This could be another fight. Maybe a dog comes through. You never know. You just don't know. Fernandez fought Mark Diakis to a split decision. He looked alright. He had 2 knockout wins before that looked pretty good, you know. A head kick win at LFA a year ago. The opponent was 21-5. The fight before that was a knockout to a guy that was 6-0. I think he's fought the better competition. His knockouts are a kick to the body, a head kick, a unanimous decision win to a guy that was 9-7, but I think he is the better fighter. He should be a 4-1 favorite, but it's fighting. People are going to stand there and try to knock each other out. Anything can happen. This guy is from Abu Dhabi. The fight card is in Abu Dhabi. The dog could win. You never know. He fought Trevor Peek to a decision. Luckily, he didn't get flatlined and finished, but he survived. He showed moments in that fight. Moments. I don't know if he's going to have the same moments in this fight, but he might have a few. He might even win. I'm not picking Fernandez as a 4-1 favorite on the parlays. I'm just picking him to win. Probably medium confidence as well. There's a lot of fights here. Medium confidence. The high confidence picks are locks. The other high confidence pick, I was looking at Davison Figueiredo and Marlon Vera. Low key, a good fight on this card here. Vera just fought Sean O'Malley, a decision. He's tough to finish. Every loss is a decision for Marlon Vera. I might look at Davison Figueiredo by a decision. Former champion. He fought Rob Font. Had 4 out of 7 takedowns. 4 minutes control time. I think he can implement his wrestling. Get control time. It's a 15-minute fight. Marlon Vera is inaccurate. I think Figueiredo has a little bit better accuracy on the feet to win. Has some takedowns, control time to win, and gets it done on the judge's scorecard. Vera, though, he could get the head kick KO like he did to Dominic Cruz. He could win a decision like he did to Rob Font, knock him down 3 times. Vera shows to have some power. Not against Sean O'Malley, though. Not against Corey Sandhagen. Sandhagen took him down 3 times and got controlled. So I think Deiveson Figueiredo will do the same thing. He'll win. He'll win the fight as a favorite. And I'll have to say I told you so if you have Marlon Vera. But with that being said, this is a fight that I'm not locking in. And I'm not even sure if I'll bet. So I don't want my money on Figueiredo. But he's a favorite that I have high confidence on. 23-3 against 23-9. Former champion Figueiredo. I think he's a better fighter. I believe he's a better fighter. And I think he will win this fight by unanimous decision. Easy win. Takedowns, control time, better accuracy on the feet. He gets it done here. His striking accuracy numbers are better than Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera is low output as well. He's usually fighting from behind. And against Figueiredo, you don't want to fight from behind. Figueiredo is always looking for the finish as well. He has more finishing potential. I like the Figueiredo pick. I'll probably bet it, honestly. Another fight we're going to talk about. What do we got time for? Okay, we're going to cook up the locks. I'll give them to you now. 4 fights that I'm locking in. We're going to start it off with Shamil Gaziev. He's the first lock, 12-1 against Don'Tale Mayes, 11-6. He's the better fighter. He has more finishing potential. Last week I said every lock could get the finish. It was looking like everyone would up until, who was it, Nathaniel Wood? Mick Parkin got the finish. Arnold Allen, decision. Tom Aspinall, round 1 KO. And then Modestas Bukauskas, round 3 KO. We had Bukauskas, Platinum Hammer. He was Dreadstock's lock. We have a 5th lock for Patreon, along with all these picks. So it's worth $5 a month. But the other locks are going to be Azamat Murzakanov. He's the better fighter as well. 13-0, punch and power. Alonzo Menifield just got knocked out in the first round to Carlos Olberg. He's now going to fight a Russian. In Abu Dhabi, it's not a good look. He's stepping up a couple months after getting knocked out. Olberg hasn't even fought yet. Like, how long ago was that? 2 months ago. And now he's fighting Murzakanov, who's been off for a year and 3 months, well rested, well equipped to get the knockout. His last fight was a decision against Dustin Jacoby, but he had a ground and pound knockout to Devin Clark. He had a knockout with a flying knee to holy fuck. Tafon Nachukwi, flying knee knockout there 2 years ago. He was fighting from behind, but he got the win. He has power. Undefeated in Abu Dhabi. I think he's getting the win here. He's a good pick. He's good enough to be a lock of the week, in my opinion, as well. Alonzo Menifield, man. He makes questionable decisions. Jimmy Crute, majority draw. Majority decision? Yeah. No, majority draw, yeah. And then he beat him. Submission, guillotine choke. And then he had a unanimous decision win to Dustin Jacoby as well. I think the guy that lands the better shots, the guy that can handle the pressure, is Azamat Murzakanov in Abu Dhabi. He's a lock. No-brainer. Along with Shamil Gaziev. If we're going to talk about that, you know, he is the better fighter. Coming off a loss to Jairzinho Rozenstruik where he got knocked out. He ran out of gas. This is a 15-minute fight. It's not a main event spot. It's not 5 rounds. He has a good chance to get the finish. Don'Tale Mayes has not been finished in his last couple losses, though. Looking at that, doesn't give me the most confidence, but I'm riding Shamil Gaziev. I think he's getting back in the win column in a big way. He's going to make a bang, probably get the finish against Don'Tale Mayes, who's pretty dog water, honestly. If it is a knockout submission for Gaziev, I'd play it inside the distance, if anything. But on the money line, with Azamat Murzakanov, and now let me add on the last two fights of the night. Co-main event spot, main event spot, Nurmagomedov, Umar Nurmagomedov, 17-0, Nurmagomedov against 17-4, Corey Sandhagen is a lock, and 13-0, Nurmagomedov against Mikhail Olazechuk, 19-8, is a lock as well. We got 3 undefeated fighters, and one guy that just lost his first fight. Almost 4 guys that are undefeated. Does one goose egg get cracked? Let me know in the comments if you think one goose egg gets cracked. I don't think so. And although it is a full card prediction show, I can't give you each and every pick this week. It's a fight night. It's in Abu Dhabi. It's a banger. But each and every fight, to break it down at 11 o'clock at night here, Wednesday, I just don't have enough time. Patreon, $5 a month is incredible value to see every pick, the confidence level, the method of victory, the line movement tracker, each and every bet. I have the lock bet out. I have the dog bet out. And let me tell you, the lock of the week has the platinum hammer added to it. I'm not just taking these 4 locks. It's going to be these 4 locks plus 1. If you know who it is, don't give it away in the comments. Don't do that. Okay, the platinum hammer is hush hush until after the fights. We can't give away free juice.
We'll get an orange juice or an apple juice.
I should give out a couple more picks, okay? I'll go through it quick. On the prelims, Jai Herbert, Rolando Bedoya. I'm going medium to low confidence, Rolando Bedoya as a dog. One of the only dogs I see barking and making some noise. Probably a decision. Pretty low confidence, but I'll pick the dog in this one. Next up, Victoria Dudakova. She's probably going to win as a favorite against Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes is 8-6. Victoria Dudakova is 8-0. I'm going Dudakova. It's a medium confidence pick, and it's going to be another decision. Most likely. It's a women's fight. Bet the fight to go the distance. Graham Kutaladze, Jordan Vucic. Vucic on short notice, although he's tough, has a lot of finishes. Probably isn't winning to Graham Kutaladze, a guy that fought Gamrot, 17-0. Ismagulov, 23-1. Yeah, I don't think Vucic is winning. His level of competition is not very good. He's probably going to get dominated, lose a unanimous decision. Graham Kutaladze gonna play it safe. He just got knocked out to Elves Brenner, but he ran out of gas. He almost got the finish. Vucic is moving up a weight class as well, I do believe. So he's gonna have a tough time on short notice, up a weight class against Graham Kutaladze. I'm going Graham Kutaladze, high confidence, and he's in the parlays. Shamil Gaziev, Dontel Mays. I think Lord Kong, Dontel Mays is dog water, and he's not winning. High confidence, Shamil Gaziev on the money line. Lock it in. We got Muhammad Yaha, Fernandez, 8-2 Fernandez as a 4-1 favorite. He's pretty green. Like, I don't trust the pick. I don't trust this favorite. I'm not betting him. I'm not parlaying him. Make it clear. I'm staying away, but he's the pick. I'm going Fernandez, 4-1 favorite against Muhammad Yaha, who's 12-4, and he's one of the only fighters from Abu Dhabi. And next up, we got Alonzo Menifield battling the lock of the week, Azamat Murzakanov, 1 of 4 here on the prelims. We got 2 locks, and we got 2 locks on the main card. So on the prelims here, we got a lock that's going to finish the prelims off, hopefully with a finish. Alonzo Menifield just got knocked out in the very first round 2 months ago. This is not a good call to come back against Azamat Murzakanov. in Abu Dhabi. Prelim headliner. There's probably going to be a finish for Azamat Murzakanov. Let's check out those knockout props. I'm going to be betting that right after I record. Okay, that's going to be a good bet. Azamat Murzakanov, knockout, TKO, or DQ. Next up, Joel Alvarez, main card opener against Elves Brenner. Elves Brenner. This guy, he's just haunting Graham Kutulade here, what? Hey, what? Holy boy. He's haunting him. And he's probably gonna haunt Joel Alvarez as an underdog. Probably knock him out cold. Stiff jab. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Joel Alvarez has 17 submissions, 3 knockouts, 100% finish rate here. He's a beast. He's a beast. Big reach advantage. His only loss comes to Arman Sarukian, Demir Ismagulov, and a head kick in 2015. Like, he won his last fight. Mark Diakis, Stars choke. He made Thiago Moises look not human. Like, easy win there, round 1 against Thiago Moises. Moises looked like a buttercup. You know, elbows, uppercuts. Joel Alvarez got it done, and it was not a submission. He has 17 submissions, but he could get the KO. He's going to be the better fighter. Brenner likes to bang. He likes to make the fight dirty, but he gets taken down, and he gets controlled. And the problem is, he has a good takedown defense, kind of. He's going to be improving, obviously, after that Mike Orobi loss in his last fight, I would hope. But Joel Alvarez, his takedowns, not the best. It's going to be hard for him to get the fight to the ground. I could see Elsbrenner making a mistake in this fight, costing a position, leading to a submission for Joel Alvarez. I'm not overly confident. Some people are, but Joel Alvarez is the pick. Submission off a potential mistake from Elsbrenner, in my opinion. It's not an easy fight to predict. Elsbrenner likes to bang. He's going to stay live. He's not going to get finished by knockout. He's tough on the feet, but if it goes to the ground, he could make a mistake here. You know, let's see how Brenner has lost. He's lost by decision 4 times. And Joel Alvarez has never won a decision. He's lost a few, but he's never won a decision. It's a tough fight to cap when you really look at it, see how these fighters like to finish their fights. We'll see how it goes. I'm going Joel Alvarez. I'll take him by a submission. Maybe a little prop bet as well. Next fight. I'm going through each fight real quick. No tail of the tape. I'm sorry. Busy week. I want to get this video out as soon as possible. It's late in the week. It's almost 12 o'clock. Wednesday. So it's Thursday. It's a quick prediction video. Mackenzie Dern, Lupita Godinez, flip a coin. I can't predict this fight. I don't know what's going to happen. It's definitely a decision, though. Take the decision. Go to the bank with it. If a girl gets a finish in this fight, if Mackenzie gets a submission, if Lupita gets a knockout or a submission, just never come back to my prediction video. This fight to go the distance is another lock of the week. For sure. I don't know who's winning. Mackenzie Dern, Lupita Godinez. I'm biased as hell. I'm going Mackenzie Dern. High confidence. Decision. Everybody else is going Lupita Godinez. As a dog. Is she a favorite though now? Maybe? Potentially? Coin flip now? Yeah. Where it should be. Flip a coin. Who do you got? Let me know in the comments below. It's a good fight. Mackenzie Dern, Lupita Godinez. It's on the main card. And I don't know who the hell is going to win, but it's going the distance. And the judges can pick the winner on that. Tony Ferguson, Michael Chiesa. I talked about every single fight. I talked about Fig, Shara Bullet, Umar, a little bit so far. But we have not talked about Tony Teabag Ferguson against Michael Chiesa. Who's the dog of the week, too? 3 in a row. I hit Julian Erosa, Hyder Emil, Paddy Pimblett. Fuck it, Tony Ferguson for the win. Let's fucking do it.
Tony time, bitches!
Let's get down and dirty. Let's make this a dirty fight. Get it to the ground. And get it done here. Let's do it. Tony Ferguson for the win. Submission prop as well. Kevin Holland, Darce choke. Vicente Luque, Darce choke. Michael Chiesa has lost his last 3. 2 out of the last 3 by Darce choke. He's a 5-1 favorite. And he lost his last 3 as well. He's no better than Tony Ferguson. Ferguson lost to Gaethje, Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush, Michael Chandler, Nate Diaz, Bobby Green, Paddy Pimblett. I'm betting all those guys against fucking Michael Chiesa. So, Michael Chiesa, if he's fighting the same slate as Tony Ferguson, he's fucking losing. That's the truth. I don't think Michael Chiesa's that good. He's a welterweight. This is a fight for Tony Ferguson to move up, not have to cut weight, and make it a fucking dirty fight. I think it's a spot for this underdog to win here. 5-1. It's a wild price. He has some fight left in him. He's still kicking the can. 7 months ago, he lost to Paddy Pimblett. He's 40 years old. Michael Chiesa's 36. He's no fucking younger, honestly. He's 36. He's older than my dad. No, he's not. He's younger, but he's still old, right? So the Maverick, I don't think he's getting it done as a 5-1 favorite. I don't think he's getting it done. This is the dog of the week. We go 4 in a row. We're on a heater. If this hits, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you.
It's Tony time, bitches!
I'm not going heavy. It's $50 to $100 on Tony Ferguson. I wouldn't go any heavier. He's hard to trust, but at this price, I'll risk the dog of the week streak. I'm 3 in a row. It doesn't mean that much, but it's nice to hit a couple dogs in a row. I hit 3, that's enough. Let's risk it. Let's try to prove ourselves against Michael Chiesa. This is the last chance, really, for Tony Ferguson. If you're a ride or die, if you're an OG, you're taking Tony Ferguson, and we're going to fucking hopefully get paid here. El Kukui is confident in his abilities. I'm going to have faith in him one last time. One last kick at the goddamn can. One last go with Tony Ferguson. This is it, honestly. If he can't win this fight, should have hung him up 3 fights ago. You can take Michael Chiesa. You can parlay him. But I'd leave it off. I'd only look towards Tony the Tiger to get the win here. It's Tony time. Let's go. Tony Ferguson for the win. He's back in the win column. I'm just talking myself into believing it happening. But that's what we fucking need. We need to just talk ourselves into believing this is happening here. 5-1. I don't know if anybody's predicting him to win, but I'm going to do it. If it hits, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be the biggest dog of the week hit of forecast history. I've never hit a 5-1 underdog. I have faith he can do it.
Tony time, bitches!
It's Tony time for the win.
Tony time, bitches!
After Tony, we have Marlon Vera, Figueiredo. This fight was going to be on the prelims. Put that into perspective. This fight was going to be on the prelims. It's now the third last fight of the night, thankfully. I don't know how this fight was going to be on the prelims. I don't know how Tony Ferguson was going to be on the prelims, but they switched that up today. That's very good. If the fight order wasn't changed, then that would have been a little disrespectful for Davison Figueiredo, Marlon Vera, Tony Ferguson, and even Michael Chiesa there. That guy, him too. Share a bullet, Nurmagomedov, Mikhail Olazechuk. We're locking in Share a bullet, one eye. He's going to get it done here. Better striker, good striking accuracy. His takedown defense in his last fight held up. In this fight, it might not, but it should. If it does, he's going to be active from bottom, searching for that knockout from the bottom position. He can flip position. He can keep the fight on the feet, I believe, in this fight, honestly, though. We don't have to worry about him getting taken down, controlled to Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. It could happen, though. Mikhail, he's going to fight desperate in this fight. He lost his last couple. He's fighting a killer. He needs a win here. Coming off 2 big losses by submission, he's going to need a win. And it's not going to be a submission win for Nurmagomedov. It's going to be a decision, hard fought, or a potential knockout if Mikhail Oleksiejczuk goes in here wild. But for the lock of the week, I'm going to kind of risk it. Some people might be sold on Nurmagomedov, but I'll be honest, if you're listening, a little bit biased. I'm going to trust in him. He's going to have to prove it to me in a lock of the week position. I think he is the better fighter. He showed me against Bruno Silva and in his last fight against a, not UFC caliber fighter. He can get the win. Antonio Tricoli, I don't think he's really UFC caliber. Mikhail Oleksiejczuk is a real test. It's a real fight. And I think Shara Bullet will still win. He's still the guy. He's still a scary fighter to fight. He knocked out a guy with a knee that was 7-6. He knocked out a guy that was 16-4. But his decision win in his last 5 fights was to a guy that was 21-5. And to Bruno Silva, who was 23-9. He's beaten high-level guys. I'm giving him credit, and I'm thinking in the worst case, if this fight is close, the judges will give it to him anyways. Let's lock in Shara Bullet, Nurmagomedov as a 3-1 favorite here. He's going to get the win for sure. Maybe not the knockout. Oleksiejczuk has been submitted 6 times out of his 8 losses. Only 1 knockout loss, 1 decision loss. Not an easy fight for Shara Bullet, but I'll bite the bullet, lock him in, and I'll put a big bet down on him. The judges will give it to him if it is close. So we got that in our back pocket in Abu Dhabi. And it's the same thing with Umar Nurmagomedov. Honestly, bite the bullet and trust the prospect in Abu Dhabi. We just got to bite the bullet and hope they go out there and do their thing. They're going to be the better fighter, right? Technically, the fighter's IQ, the awareness, the striking accuracy is better for Umar Nurmagomedov and Nurmagomedov. They're just the better fighters. It's as simple as that. Corey Sandhagen, we're going to give him respect. We're going to say this fight could be close. It could go 25. But if it's close, if it goes 25, we got the judges scoring it for Umar Nurmagomedov in our back pocket. I don't really care. I know who's going to win. I will trust in my instinct to lock in Umar Nurmagomedov in this fight. It is his toughest fight to date, but Khabib is his cousin. He has the game plan. He knows what to do. He trains hard. He has good cardio. He can go 25 minutes and wrestle all day. Corey Sandhagen can get taken down. Look at the TJ Dillashaw fight. Look at the Aljamain Sterling fight. He can get taken down. He can get controlled. He can also get submitted by a rear naked choke. It's very doable. For Umar Nurmagomedov in this fight, I'm going to hope and I'm going to trust that both of these locks, Umar and Shara, show up on fight night and get the win. They could make it sweaty, but they should win. They will win. The locks will stay hot. The Platinum Hammer, it's going to be another win as well. Dread Stocks, he's coming back, ready to go with another lock. We have the bet made already for Platinum Forecasters, $5 a month. Went through the picks quick. Umar, Shara Bullet, Gaziv, and Azamat Mirzakhanov are the locks. I'll do another quick breakdown on the locks on the props and parlay show. I'll give out the dog of the week again, Tony Ferguson. I'll make a parlay parfait. Look to get you paid. But this video, it was quick. I gave out the lock, I gave out the dog, and it should get you paid. The locks are hot. If you don't like a lock, don't take it. Swap it up. Change it up. Do what you want. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. I'm going Nurmagomedov, Nurmagomedov, Shamil Gaziev, Azamat Mirzakhanov, and I'm adding on the Platinum Hammer. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking Tony Ferguson as the dog of the week. That's what I'm doing. You know, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing.
And you, Khabib, too. We'll see you, too. But I have no animosity towards these guys. We all fight. My skill level is getting better. Do not forget about me. El Kukui. I will haunt your dreams.
He catches the leg, rolling supply, but if he doesn't catch the leg, we're going to go to the opposite side. GSP finish leg 6-3-2, RHK right hand. You can play checkers or you can play chess. For me, I like to play chess. I like to think 3, 4, 5, 10 moves ahead. Leg over, Darce finish.